I just recently had a conversation with a guy by the name of Chili Palmer who served in the Army's SMU. And he was saying a lot of the same stuff you're saying right now about how he felt that the jihadis he was fighting, mostly, I believe, in Iraq, their sole intent wasn't defending their country. It wasn't defending their government. It wasn't defending their people, if you will, like a traditional army might. It was, I'm going to kill and blow up as many Westerners, as many Christians as I possibly can, and I'm going to kill and maim anyone who helps them. In your experience, was that the same mentality you experienced encountering Islamic terror?
Yeah, absolutely. And there is some distinction there. Like they're the true believers, the guy that are actually, you know, the foreign fighters, the guys that would travel, the guys that are legitimately there to fight. You know, there's that element, and then there's the dirt farmer that is not making any money. We destroyed his crops, so maybe he's not super happy with us. And then some, Taliban guy gives him $100 and says, "Hey man, dig a hole and put a mine here." So there is some of that that's just kind of, economic opportunity. There's also the guys that just don't like us there. As we would experience if we had foreign occupiers here.
Right.
And I mean, that's what we were doing there. We were occupying their country. As much as we want to say we were liberating them or, whatever, it's, they sure didn't see it that way. So there was some of that element, but yeah, all the hardcore guys, the more senior guys, absolutely. They're doing it for jihad, right? For the cause of Allah. One of the interesting things about Islam is that as a good Muslim, you do not have assurance of salvation, right? So as a Christian, as a follower of Christ, I know where I'm going to go, not because of anything that I've done, because of what Christ did on the cross for me and me accepting that and, and me repenting and following out, making God Lord of my life, right? That makes me a Christian. And God cannot change his character, right? He is who he is. Well, the Muslim doesn't believe that. They believe that as Christians, we put God in a box by saying that he cannot change his character. One of the 99 names of Allah is the father of lies. And so they think that you could be a good Muslim and, I guess Allah's having a bad day that day and you're going to hell. However, there's one way around that, and that's dying as a shaheed or as a martyr. So that is a big motivator for a lot of those guys, is that they want to die. I mean, and I think about it if I really believed that, man, I would, if that was the only way to assure that you had salvation, man, I would really want to make sure that I actually died in battle like that, died for the cause, because otherwise it's just, you're leaving it up to chance. So yeah, a lot of those guys were very, very serious. They are following the Quran, right? When they go and they take jihad, they're following the Quran when they first keep it in, what they call the Dar al-Islam, right? The lands that are already subjugated by Islam. They're supposed to kick us out of there first, and then they're supposed to take the jihad to the Dar al-Harb, which is, the land of war, which is any of the lands that are not controlled by Islam. And ultimately all the hardcore guys, their goal is to establish a worldwide Islamic caliphate.
Right, exactly. And that